Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what you may be afraid others will say about you. Now this card, the Shamanic Healer, is the card that came out first, and there is a lot that I'm actually picking up with this card, and yeah, it's incredible actually. I honestly want to say how incredibly deep your soul feels. When I look at this image, I don't just see a person, I see lifetimes of wisdom and experience and healing and understanding. And there's definitely something incredibly ancient about this energy. It's like you've lived through so much, you've learned so much, and it's like you've gained a level of wisdom that isn't easily explained. And what also has really stood out to me is the eagle as well. If you look, it's almost like the eagle is actually kind of like becoming the man. Yeah, his shoulders are transforming into like the eagle wings. Eagles, my darling, represent like higher perspective wisdom and seeing what others simply can't. It feels like you've actually learned to view life from a very much deeper perspective than most people around you. And also as well, I'll pick it up again, but also as well, the eyes. Look at the eyes. The eyes are really standing out to me, both of them. It's almost like you can see straight through people. You can look into someone's soul. You really can. It's like you've experienced enough in life as well that it's very, very little surprises or shocks you anymore. It's kind of what I get with this, bless you. And when I was shuffling the cards as well, the tarot cards, sorry, I was looking, I was like thinking about this, and I was getting, the information that I was getting. And I was thinking, yeah, you really are connected to yourself, and not just yourself, the nature, the spirits, your intuition, the unseen world. But when I was thinking, like, how connected you are to yourself, the Two of Cups came out. And I actually found that kind of funny because I thought, that's first of all, that's confirmation that you are very close to yourself. You have like a good understanding of yourself and you generally enjoy your own company. It's not just about other people. I just feel like you are just deeply very connected to yourself. Is kind of what I get with this. And especially with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there is this very beautiful energy of feeling emotionally fulfilled within yourself. I don't feel like solitude feels lonely to you. It feels peaceful. You don't need that constant noise or people around you to feel complete, is what I get with this. And another way of me seeing the Two of Cups as well is really interesting because I'm not sure if the comedians or there's two ways of me looking kind of like getting this. I don't know if the comedians way back when, like in the 1930s, the silent comedians that would fall over. I can't remember. Or the detectives. I'm not entirely sure. But when I look at the Five of Swords, okay, he is the godfather in the Five of Swords, and he's looking directly at the Two of Cups. And immediately I kind of get this feeling like you simply know things without people having to tell you. Someone could look you directly in the eyes and lie to you, and honestly, it's like I feel like you would just know. Whether that is your intuition, your observation, your life experience, or simply, how connected you are to yourself. I feel you naturally just as well read between the lines, my darling. You notice body language, tone of voice, energy shifts, and things people don't say just as much as they want to say. And when I look at the Godfather in Five of Swords, I don't see aggression. I see quiet power. He isn't reacting. He isn't trying to prove himself. He knows exactly when to speak, when to stay silent, and when to walk away. So it feels like you've reached, this is why I think I'm picking up the other thing that I'm picking up on as well. I feel like you've reached a stage in your life where you've realised not every battle deserves your energy. You don't need to defend yourself to everyone. You don't need everyone to understand you. You don't need to react to every opinion or every challenge. And that, to me, my darling, that is strength. That's growth, and that is strength. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to apologise because I think I'm not, I know for a fact that I'm not going to word this correctly, but I'm not really sure how to say it. It's kind of like you're better than others, but I don't mean it in a rude way. I feel like you hold yourself in high regards, first of all. I don't feel, how do I say this? I don't think you're better than others, but I think you are. I don't know how to say it. I think you've, okay, right, bear with. I think you have become incredibly discerning, and I think you've become very selective about who you allow into your life now, and you've learned to protect your peace, and you've realised that not everyone deserves access to your energy, and that, my darling, is very, I suppose that it is different how you believe that you're better than somebody else. I don't think you're better than somebody, I don't know how to say it, but because it's the Page of Wands that's giving me this energy, the Page of Wands and the Two of Cups, okay. The Page of Wands is reversed behind the Godfather, and what I kind of get, because the Two of Cups could be like comedians, yeah, messing around, fooling around, and he's quite serious when he's looking at them. So I kind of get, it feels like your tolerance for immaturity has become incredibly low. Not because you're judging people, but because you've outgrown certain behaviours. That's how I want to say it. You've outgrown certain behaviours. Drama, petty arguments, people who constantly seek attention but avoid doing the inner work, people whose words never match their actions, or people who chase appearances instead of genuine growth. Those things, my darling, they don't interest you anymore. And I also actually feel as well that you hold a lot back. People probably have no idea how direct, sharp or cutting you could actually truly be if you wanted to. You could be brutal if you wanted to be, but you choose not to. Not because you can't, but because you've learned, my darling, that protecting your peace is often far more powerful than proving a point, okay? And going back to the shamanic healer card, I honestly don't think you realise just how powerful your healing energy is as well. You have this presence that really helps people reflect. You help people see things differently. It's like you make people really question themselves without even trying, which could be difficult, okay, to be around energies like that. Your wisdom, my darling, comes from experience, not from needing recognition. And ironically, I don't think you're afraid people will see your wisdom, okay? That's the laugh of it with this reading. I think you're afraid they'll misunderstand it. People may mistake your boundaries for like coldness, your silence for arrogance, your discernment for judgment, or your independence for distance, when in reality, my darling, you've learned simply to protect your energy instead of giving it away freely. And that, my darling, is something you should be extremely proud of, not something to hide. All right? I'm done. I hope you have a good day. Bye.